But yeah, you like that? Fun bot.
It always makes me self-conscious. I'm like, oh shit.
I know. I'm like, I'm gonna be silent now.
Now recording. Wait, why I'm gonna rename this bot to Monster Duck real quick.
It doesn't help that the voice is so like low and seductive.
Yeah.
Alright, recording. The bot's name is now Monster Duck. Okay. Alright. Let's do that. Alright. Hello everyone. My name is Mapthor. Welcome back to the MCME podcast. Today I'm recording this later than usual because we have Australians and their time is annoying to schedule. 17 hours ahead. It sucks. Anyway, so to this month we have. Sorry, let's go to the top to the bottom of the list. Iru, you want to say hi? Introduce yourself.
Good day, everyone. I'll get that out of the way.
Okay. Next up, Peyton.
I'm going to say it properly. G'day, everyone. My name's Peyton. Nice to meet you.
And then finally, we have Nelman. How you doing?
G'day, mates. My name's Nelman.
This is tedious. Anyway, so this is the Australian edition of the MCME podcast. So we're going to be going through lists, asking a few questions to each other, and overall just having a nice conversation. So put it on while you're studying.
A nice conversation. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen.
It'll be fun. Don't you worry.
Oh, I'm not going to deny it.
It'll turn out fine. With the magic of editing, I can make you say anything.
You can make anything possible.
All right.
Yeah,
anyway,
we're all just here to slander us with the power of editing.
That was the whole plan.
All right, orchestration to get us banned.
Since Ira is now muted, we'll get the pick.
Well, I'm muted for a reason. If you can hear that in the background.
put the guy in the vacuum on the mic. We'll talk to him. All right. So we'll start with Peyton. So why don't you explain what you do for MCME first off?
Well, my rank is commoner, but I run all of the social media. So I run the Instagram, the Facebook, and the Twitter. The Instagram I run with Tia. I also run the subtitles thing, which is just a new thing that started. So getting all the scripts from the videos that we've done previously and upcoming and getting them translated into different languages so that they're more accessible for everyone. And then I also do some just bits and bobs wherever I can get my foot in. I help out with the events team occasionally. I've just joined the Times team as well to be a writer for them. So I kind of just put my hat into many baskets on the server.
Nice. I didn't know you did all that, so that's good to know. I knew you did social medias. That was about it. Yeah. I can't wait for you to translate my beautiful voice in the year in review into text. I can't wait.
Well, it can't be worse than Credo.
Oh god, that was a journey. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you already do it?
I had to type it up last night. I attempted to, and then I ended up sending it to Nelman and Mershi and being like, "Can you please tell me what the hell he's saying in these bits? Because I have no idea."
My god. Yeah, I had to record that session. We didn't have Craigbot for some reason, so I had to record with OBS. So his mic sounded very scratchy.
Yeah, gotta say, I love the sneaky cameo of you teleporting to Shen.
Yeah.
Wait, am I in there?
Yeah.
No, there's like, just a command in the bottom, just like
there's occasionally a command that says TP.
Oh, you could forget to turn off Social Spy?
No, I think so.
Because did it appear on Credo's point of view or something?
I can't remember.
I don't remember whether it was Shen or Credo. I don't.
Look, he probably saw me typing the command.
It was only a couple of times.
Yeah, I only saw it once.
Yeah, I made it in. That was my plan all along.
We've done it, boys.
Yeah, made into another video. All right, well that's cool. Yeah, good luck with the scripts. Then will be a pain in the ass. We'll come back to you, Nelman. So I know you're only a commoner, but what do you do for the server?
Yes. No,
Damn.
like Peyton, I've mainly been trying to get my foot into as many doors as possible, really. I've recently joined the media team, helping sort of expand the recent update, you could say, in all of our event posts and sort of announcements for tours and such like that, using Blender and actually starting to model stuff out and make it more pretty. Helping with captions, and then trying to figure out stuff for Instagram for all the stories. And then now with modeling, I've slowly jammed my foot into the door of creating models for in-game. So that's been the last
Texturing, kind of?
week. Well, even just making the 3D models. Like recently, Mershi did the scrolls for Moria.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been tasked with making a little torch, and then Toadie's sent me a thing last night for Rohan, so that's a job and a half that'll eventually.
Oh, you're working with Toadie now.
Big leagues.
Yeah, unless the Moria guys.
I don't know if
sneak
that's the big leagues. I think that's the press.
away.
He's basically just become everyone's slave. That's the way
As-
it's worked.
as
Like he's
someone
my
who
slave,
has-
he's Mercy's slave.
As someone who's worked with Toadie for 3 years now, yeah, you're in for a trip, buddy. You're in for a trip. Well, that's
there's
good.
probably something else, and then I'm Peyton's slave with captioning as well, as I am the only person that only speaks like English as one language, where everyone else speaks like 3 languages.
Oh,
or
yeah, for the
Dutch or
subtitle, yeah.
something like that. So
I only speak English as one language.
well, we are both in.
But I don't want to do scripts. Don't ask me to do scripts. I won't do it.
No, that's your
I just wanted to prove a point.
application right there.
All right, that's good. You should apply for the guide. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, Iru, I know what you do, but explain for the viewers, what do you do on the server?
People at home.
He's just some random guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. So where do we start? At the moment, currently I retain the position of manager. Having just come back last year around July, I wanted to get back into the server just to explore my free time like I did. I saw a bit of a gap in my free time, to basically with the coronavirus stuff. I felt, I might get back in touch with my roots with my old MCME peeps. So previously, just to set up for everyone, I used to be a Valor on the server back in 2014. Since 2010, I was king. Between that time, I headed the moderation role as well as the guides. It was a good time back then, but I felt in the gap between 2020 to 2014, I had a bit of a basically with my job at the moment, if not everyone knows at the moment, I actually work in law enforcement. So in that time, I had to go for the academy, and coming back now, I decided just to add a bit more of my past expertise. So I guess in my role as manager now, having to deal with Map 4 on a daily basis is part of my job description. But
What am I
primarily,
doing?
I guess, what aren't you doing at the Map 4?
Okay. Okay.
Here to keep everyone in line.
Yeah, I decided to add a bit of my past expertise, working on the various documents at the moment, collaborating with a few of the other managers and Valor in keeping together the documentation and resources, as well as management of some moderation duties. And when I had the chance, work with the guides. So that's a bit of what I do at the moment. To a small degree, I could keep going on and on, but I don't want to bore
That's good.
people.
That's good. That's good. Okay, that sounds like too much work for me. Yeah. Do you enjoy it at all?
I do enjoy it. I mean, at times it does get a bit tedious, having to deal with many different personalities, many different time zones, and a lot of tasks, which could vary in some different degree. You couldn't really pigeonhole it down to one thing. One moment you're working in one matter, and then it kind of festers off into something else. It kind of becomes like a second job. Do I enjoy it? I mean, I wouldn't be here at the moment. During work, on my days, I'm working, talking to you guys in an office that I've purposely closed off, so no one can
There's a
bother me.
meeting
So,
going on here. Don't open the door.
hey, I could probably start getting paid for this podcast at this point in time. But,
Yeah, I'm not paying you, but they are. That's good.
no,
This
I enjoy what I
shit
do.
thing.
Like I said, I wouldn't be back here 6 years later on if I didn't enjoy it. So at the end of the day, I do.
That's good. That's good. All right. So Peyton, we're gonna come back to you now. So
Yes.
you do social media. Now you've posted a lot of stuff, and I've seen it myself. All the Instagram stuff you did on Twitter. What has been the weirdest thing you have ever posted for MCME?
I mean, I think there's a lot more weird things that have been made that have never been posted. There's one that's coming up that is going to be on Twitter that Nelman will know about because I got him to make it. That's
See,
definitely
now
going to
this
be.
podcast is going to be posted like next week, so you could tell us, and then they
I don't know if it's
they can
well.
get a review of it.
It'll be up to Sebi if she finishes it because I need her Photoshop to finish it.
Oh,
But basically, it's
Right.
we've got I kind of went down a WandaVision hole of wanting to make sort of like retro stuff. So Sevi had the idea of making like sort of like tourism places for some of the locations to post on Twitter. And so we
Mhm.
started making some postcards that were sort of like the retro postcards that you would get in like the 80s and stuff. And then I went down an even further rabbit hole and found like some old tourism advertisements. And I
God.
happened to notice that there was a lot of screenshots of Dole Amroth bathhouse. And so with Nelman's help of getting a bunch of people in Blender in towels and in bathers or budgie smugglers, including Q, we've now got a full spa advertisement that will be going up soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how uncomfortable I should have felt, but it felt interesting defiling everyone's skins to put them in swimwear.
Don't worry, it's okay. You get used to it.
But yeah, there's definitely, I think before it was there's not really a lot before that I've found weird to post. We've definitely had a lot of weird comments, but everything beforehand has been very just trying to keep to the same structure. But now we're kind of starting to get a bit more creative with the things we're doing because we've got lots of little slaves now to work for us. And so they can make the content that we want to make, but we just don't have the time to. Because obviously a lot of it is just me and Sevi beforehand trying to pump out as much stuff as we could. And now we've actually got a team. So hopefully more weird stuff will be coming.
Good. What's the hardest part about running all the social medias?
Keeping track of everything. We have a calendar that we plot everything out, and then I have to change it like to different when I've posted it or when I've queued it and everything. But sometimes a lot of it is like you go back into this massive folder of photos that we've got, and it's like, did I post that there or did I post that there? And then like if you post the same photo, like you've already posted something on Facebook, but then you post it on Instagram, it's like, well, I need to change the caption so they're not the same and they have to be different. And then like people are messaging and commenting and you're like, I don't know which one's where. So it can get a bit overwhelming at times, but we're slowly getting to a point where we're actually able to organize it all and sort of be able to sit back and not be as chaotic with it all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I bet it's a hard gig to pull off, but you seem to have it down.
So far, yes.
So far. We'll see what happens in the future. All right, Nelman, you're up next.
Yes, sir.
So you're a commoner still, so you're pretty neutral. I want you to which
Questionable.
team is better, the builders or the guides?
Oh,
What are you again?
I don't know. What am I?
he's a guide.
Shut up.
I mean, I've been putting off doing
I take no
guide.
offense. Just
I want to become an artist eventually, but guide is pulling me closer and closer, especially doing all the media stuff. it's slowly becoming guide just because of getting back into law. It's really pulled me back in.
Okay. Well, you said you wanted guide, but which team is better?
No further comment.
You know,
He
fair
played
enough.
the fifth. He played the fifth.
I don't think the fifth has jurisdiction over there.
Shh.
I'll act like nothing happened. All right. So you want to become a guide? That's good. Well, that kind of just ruined my last question. My next question for you.
Anyway, just do it. I believe in
All
you,
right.
Matt.
Who is your favorite guide?
Ooh, damn it. I gotta say Llama. He holds a special place in
You
my heart.
fucker. Nah, it's
Well, that's the MCME podcast. I'll see you guys next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we
Fair
go.
time.
No, that's fair. Llama does good work.
I mean, you got the last guide of the month, whether that is actually stopping.
Hey, I had guided the month the past 2 months because Swords forgot to take it off for me. So, I mean, 1 month or 2 months? Which one looks better?
Yeah,
Well, Llamas
back
is
in, like,
eternal.
August or something. Yeah.
Huh? He's eternal?
Was it the last?
The Guide Eternal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Guide Eternal. The sequel to
Yep.
Doom Eternal. Alright, well, okay, that's fair. He is a pretty good guide. No, I'll lie. Okay, so those are my questions for you guys. Now, I just have, since I have Australians with me, I can ask Australian questions and get answers.
Oh God.
But I have not been able to. So, for the viewers, for context, we had a discussion in the podcast Discord prior to this recording, and Mershi mentioned something about Vegemite. What the hell is that? And why do you guys like it? Yeah, because I know it tastes bad.
It's basically salt in paste form.
Yeah, so
it's
Salt?
kind of
yeast extract, which has just got a bunch of salt in it.
and literally, so it's not something that you can kind of just come in and just start eating. Like you have it when you're a kid, and you just slowly over time get used to it. Like most of you in America are obsessed with Dr. Pepper. I drink that, and it tastes like cough medicine.
Oh,
Like,
come on. What the fuck? I'd drink that stuff like weekly.
Erie, just be quiet. You're ruining my point.
I mean, I got a Pepsi right next to me. I mean,
But like even like the same as like your Mountain Dew is so addictive. It's more addictive than cocaine
is it
because
really?
of what's in it. Yeah. So people
No,
actually
I'm
have
not-
withdrawals when they have it, and so it's like it's an acquired taste that you have over time. Like when I was younger, and when I was teething, my mum used to put a little bit on like the dummy, and like you would suck on it, and the saltiness it just helps with all of the pain and everything like that. And then over time, you just start having like you don't have a whole lot. I mean, if someone asked me to eat a spoonful of it, I could do it, but I wouldn't enjoy it. It's still like you just have a little bit on there with some butter and on some toast, and it's delicious.
Doesn't sound delicious. Like,
Well, yeah,
it
I mean,
sounds.
there's videos out there of like, was it Jimmy Fallon or something like 4 years ago? It was like, oh yeah, let's have some Vegemite on toast and just smeared it on there.
I
And then
know.
like 5 days later, Chris Hemsworth is on there like, you're doing it wrong, mate.
Yeah, literally. And like so I do cheerleading, so we've had a lot of American coaches come over, and every single one of them we've made the Vegemite toast for them, and they've loved it. Like they don't understand what the issue is, and I'm like, that's because everyone that does it makes it wrong, and you need to actually have it made by someone who was Australian to know what it should taste like.
Might need to try it then from a professional Australian sometime.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't have any, but I'll see if the Target has some Vegemite I can buy.
We'll just come over and give everyone in Europe just a taste of.
I'm in America, man.
You're coming to Europe as well. They're in the middle of the world.
They can all have a taste of Vegemite and realize why it's better than Marmite, because Marmite is disgusting. It's a pathetic.
That's Marmite, yeah. Is that just like knockoff Vegemite?
It's kind of different, but
it literally just looks like knockoff Vegemite.
Yeah.
Marmalade.
We'll take it.
Food spread made from yeast extract invented by a German.
Yep.
Originally made in the UK. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeast
So
or
it's
salt? Which one would you choose?
It's basically the same thing.
they're both yeast extracts. It's just
The things
Vegemite.
added to them are
Yeah.
different.
Hmm.
But yeah, Vegemite is better than Marmite. There's no question.
Hot take.
End of conversation.
Yeah, done.
All right. Now, Iru, you've been oddly silent, so I'm gonna ask you about this one.
Sure.
It's, going back to the podcast, Discord. Do you guys know how to ride kangaroos? Apparently, that was a thing that was said earlier.
Do we know how to ride kangaroos?
Yeah, Peyton said you guys know how to ride kangaroos.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh. Well, maybe you should
See-
speak to the expert.
See, Erie wouldn't know because as a police officer, he rides emus. But Nelman
Oh,
and
you
I,
ride
because we're
emu.
just normal, people. We ride kangaroos just because
I
they're
thought
more
they-
common and less expensive.
I thought they killed the emus in the war.
No, the emus killed
They
us.
tried their
Oh,
best.
wait, really?
We lost that war.
Yeah, it was a group of guys went into the outback and ran out of bullets, and they didn't have enough funding to buy more bullets to kill the emus.
Well,
So
that's
they
really
technically
depressing.
lost.
Wow.
But yeah, we
Nice.
totally know how to ride all of those animals.
Okay, I'll take your word for
Absolutely.
it.
Yep.
100%.
It's the truth.
I gotta think of a question for Ear now because you stole that one, Peyton.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Iru. So you have told me some stories about your life. Do
Yeah.
you have one you could share with the class? Just like a somewhat interesting one, either in the workforce or just in real life.
Yeah, well, Matt, I've already told you a few things on our many voice conversations.
Yes.
I mean, I've told you I've been on the news a couple of times in the past.
Oh yeah.
But that's just between you and me. I mean, I feel like these guys know, but oh, wow. How would I bring back if I'm not to incriminate myself? Oh God.
This is only going on the internet, just so you know.
Just if I go on the internet, next minute I get like I heard you're on this thing called the MCME podcast. Can you please explain it
Yeah,
to
of
me?
course. This will be the podcast episode.
Yeah, please you be wary of what you say, good sir.
Exactly. So I don't know what I can give you that one would not incriminate me. Two
Okay.
would not make me a big fool. Three, I don't know, would probably come with me to the end of the grave. So I'll think
Okay.
about it, Matt, and I'll
Is-
come back.
All right.
Is there
Okay,
a love story? Is there a love story you might have?
I mean, I think there actually is, right?
Yeah, I think there's some sort of love story that you might be involved in.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can go on some love story. Yes. So once upon a time,
Thank you, Peyton.
there was a person called Iru and another person called Sugar Koala. You probably all know her to be Lizzie.
She was Sugar Koala?
She was indeed Sugar Koala.
I remember finding that head like the day I joined MCME and wondering like, who the hell is this?
Yeah. So
It's all come full
a
circle.
lot of you listeners who don't know out there, I think a lot of the old members do. But for the newer members, Lizzie and I are in a relationship and we currently live together.
That's it. What
It's
story?
just-
really beautiful. Brings a tear to the eye.
Oh God.
He's probably still talking, but we can't hear him.
Maybe
Are you there?
he's been called to save someone's life.
Oh my. Well, there's your love story, ladies and gentlemen. You won't get
Yeah.
you won't get any better one. Yeah, I don't. There've only been from what I know, there've only been like a few cases of people meeting on MCME and like actually getting.
Well,
a
this was
relationship.
meeting on the other side of the bloody world.
Yeah, I don't know where Ear was at the time, but I think he moved down to Australia for her. You can make a Disney
What?
movie out of this.
Lizzie's
I think
Australian.
Lizzie-
Lizzie's
yeah.
British.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
She
was
moved to
it
Australia.
she moved to Australia?
Yeah. She
How
moved
do
from
you know
England
this
to
and not
Australia.
me?
Because we're all pals. We have our own little
we keep
cult.
track of our own.
Y'all got a group
Yeah.
chat over there or something for the
Yeah, we
Australians?
just
Oh yeah.
we just talk about and bitch about everyone else on the server.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mean.
Yep.
What is a commoner Discord?
Yep. And we've already got a mod who's Iru. So we're safe.
I think he's biased though.
Oh, my back.
Oh,
Oh, you're
yeah,
back.
you kind of cut out.
Cut it out. What did I cut out? Which part?
Right when wait, when did he cut out?
You're talking about you just finished talking about Koala, like her old username.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like really? Like far back?
Yeah. You've been cut out for a while.
Man, and here I am like rambling on about my whole like love story until and then like no one's saying anything. I'm talking for like 3 minutes.
Good old Australian internet, everybody.
Woo!
Yeah, this is the immersion right here. Just to cut it real short, no, I met up with Lizzie at the start of 2014. Did I get to that point?
No, you didn't yet.
Yeah, so she was a pretty active member on here. She found herself in the guide role, being very, very active, was very helpful for many, like a lot of players. I found it to be very interesting. We hang out a lot. Myself and my role at the time as Vala, I'd often collaborate with her on quite a few occasions, organizing the summer events, a few other projects here and there. Yeah, and the more we went into it, I guess we got to know each other more closely. Used to watch movies, sync up movies online, hung out, do little things here and there. It was not until about 2015 that she wanted to visit Australia. Not because of me, but because she always wanted to come to Australia and see the koalas and see the sights. It always used to be a childhood bit of a dream for her. So I'd figured, yeah, it would probably be a good time to help her out with sightseeing and et cetera, et cetera. And I guess one thing led to another, and we started dating officially. This is like around my birthday in July. So she celebrated my birthday here. We did a kayaking activity in the early hours of my birthday where we went underneath the Sydney Harbour Ridge. We went to a place in a harbour, had breakfast there. It was pretty good. I had GoPro'd the whole thing. I think I still had the GoPro footage. But yeah, I think from there, I guess I went over to England. I visited parents and family. She showed me where she lived. We've been on a few holidays with one another. We've been to New York.
Yeah, America.
Yeah, good old America.
Represent.
I reckon one of my best holidays has been to the US. Went to Washington, New York, and yeah, that was probably one of our first ever trips that wasn't in our respective countries. And then I don't know how long you want to ramble on, but I guess 5 years on, we've actually moved in with one another. We just bought our first house, which we plan to move in at the end of the month. I guess the next chapter shall be written soon. So,
indeed, make a Disney movie out of that story.
Love.
I will say though, MCME would be a dating site for anyone out there.
Oh god! Oh god!
MCME is a dating server, ladies and gentlemen.
You heard it here first.
Yep.
God. If I remember, like, didn't someone get married off of MCME? Or am I remembering this wrong? I'm not the best at remembering a lot of old members.
I don't know 100%. I know a lot of people have been engaged. I know 2 sets of people who have been.
I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Bloody hell!
Yeah. Unlike MC Parks, this is a dating server. So, yeah, because for context, there was one point when the guys went to MC Parks, which is a Disney Minecraft server. It's actually really not to promote it or anything, but it's actually really cool. So check it out sometime. And someone had the bright idea of saying, "What if we kissed on Pirates of the Caribbean?" in chat, and the mods got on him for saying like, "This is not a dating server. We will ban you if you say that again." So yeah, Disney doesn't screw around.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, they're strict about it.
It's alright,
Well,
we'll start at MCME Tinder.
oh fuck.
That is
That's
definitely
the
already
last
a
thing we need.
Just do like for Valentine's Day next year, we'll do speed dating. So you have different voice chats.
I think that was
Everyone
actually
just
an
gets
event
shuffled
idea at one point.
Just be great.
Dating.
Fantastic.
Yeah. All right. So that's kind of all the questions I had lined up.
I know now we have to talk.
Yeah, that's how it works. Usually what we do is we're on topic for around half an hour, and then the rest is just us chilling with whatever.
Sure.
Oh, want me to hijack the interview a bit, Mattful?
You want to
Do it.
hijack it?
Do it.
I can ask some questions.
Mine's gonna promote the reunion
Oh
of
god.
something.
Yeah.
Actually, by the time this is up, it'll already have happened. So
I
hope if it was a train wreck, blame Iru. If it went well, blame Iru.
Yep.
I just want to know how Peyton and Nelman came to find MCME. Everyone has some sort of story. I would love to hear how the Aussies came across such a
good question, Iru. That's probably the best
Oh,
question.
shut up! No, I'm gonna kick you. Give me a second.
And Nelman was cut from the entire podcast.
Nelman, who? You don't know him.
Yeah, I've never heard of that man.
It'll be like those videos that talk about COVID on YouTube. They have to mute the word COVID because then they don't get promoted. So we'll have to do that with Nelman if we say Nelman.
Like 20 minutes of awkward silence in between the whole thing.
Yep.
Anyway.
Okay, I'll go first then. I've loved Lord of the Rings since I was a child. I've watched each and every single Lord of the Rings movie at least 50 times. My mum used to put it on every time, or the extended editions too. Mum used to put it on every time she did the ironing when I was a kid, and then over time we just started. Once she stopped doing that, we kind of just kept watching it as like doing marathons and everything like that. I've been to every single one of the movies on their premiere nights except for the first one because I was a small child then. Couldn't see that one. And yeah, like I've read the books. I went to a Sydney convention when I was like 8 years old. There's photos of it. They're amazing. And I dressed up. They had dress ups, and I dressed up as Arwen and I dressed up as Galadriel. And I'd always had Minecraft since I was a kid. And because I have a shitty Mac computer, I can't really play a lot of games. And so when we were in lockdown, I was kind of limited to Minecraft. And so I sort of searched up what Lord of the Rings servers there were, and obviously the mod came up, but my computer wouldn't be able to handle that. And then the server came up, and I kind of just was like, oh, I'll just join it for like 1 or 2 days. And then I started like joining on in tours and stuff like that and doing builds. Had no idea what was happening. I got promoted to commoner, and I just was like, what had happened? I don't understand. And I had Llama trying to explain to me about votes and everything. I had no clue. But yeah, now I've kind of just gone down the rabbit hole, and I don't think I'll be leaving anytime soon.
That's what they all say.
Then
they resign in a month. No. I do hope you stick around though, because you do great media work.
I'm hoping eventually, once I finish my masters, to move over to the UK. So then I'll actually be in a time zone that's matching everyone else, and it'll be wonderful. It'll be brilliant.
What masters are you doing at the moment?
I'm still finishing off my bachelor. I'm kind of like because I started in 2017, so I've still got a couple years kind of that. But I'm doing a master's in archaeology, and I'm hoping to get my PhD in the UK in Egyptology and language, so studying
wow.
hieroglyphics and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Dang. Good for you.
Yes. We'll see how I go.
We'll see. We'll see if I drop out.
Yeah, we'll see. I dropped out once. It might happen again. Who knows?
Great things come in pairs.
Yeah, I was somewhat the same, really. Like, I've known Lord of the Rings for as long as I can remember, really. I've tried to read as many books as I can get my hands on. And then, yeah, watching... I don't think I went to any of the premieres, because at least the movies didn't play a big part in my growing up, I guess. But then, like Peyton, played Minecraft when I was considerably young, and then Minecraft died, or at least disappeared for a couple years, and then resurgence 3 or 4 years ago or whatever. And in the hopes of my friend group to stay together after school, we made a little server. I was like, sweet, this is cool, but I want to do like a build server or something. Looked them up, found that MCME, and I was like, oh, of course. Why haven't I seen this before? Joined, and whoa, almost a year ago.
Rest is history. Really?
Yeah, a week next Sunday.
That's awesome.
Impressive. Good.
I want to talk
I
about
thought-
Nelman in a dress at some point as well.
What?
A Nelman in a
I'm
dress.
surprised you haven't seen it. It's appeared
There's
on
Nelman-
MCME.
Isn't it?
I'll chuck it.
When
I'll
you
chuck it
do
up.
the video portion, like with our icons, can you please insert Nelman in a dress as his icon?
Ooh,
We don't need the one he's got.
prepared for it.
We need
The world
Nelman in a
doesn't need
dress.
to see that.
Yes,
I
it does.
require
It
the-
really does.
We require the picture first.
Yeah, I'm grabbing it.
Are you putting in general discussion?
Yes.
So what?
Yeah, for everyone in this
Okay,
voice
what
chat.
led you to wear a dress?
It's pretty tame. It was a friend's 18th birthday party. So in my area, there's a place called Scotland Island on the northern beaches, and it's an island in the middle of off a peninsula, and the parties they have there are one of a kind, because you have to get a boat there, and there's like 100 people that live on the island, so anything goes. And then for that 18th, we did a gender swap
Oh my god.
party, and it was rather fun. So pretty tame. That is the reason I wore a dress. I gotta say,
wow.
it was nice and red. And I took 4 of my girlfriends out to go
4?
shopping at Vinnie's or... Yeah, it was like after school, and I'm like, oh, I haven't got a dress
Wait.
yet. And they're like, we're taking you now. So
I
we
think
went
he's
to
talking about
Vinnie's
just girls that
and
are
found
friends.
a red
And
dress.
that's-
I was gonna
and then-
say, is he pulling multiples?
Oh, no. Yeah, let's just act like I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask a question here, Nolan. Is that a Captain Morgan that you're holding, mate?
Yes.
If it isn't, it's probably a little black lamb. Little fat lamb.
Little fat lamb. Oh, that's disgusting. I
Yeah.
hope
What's
it's a
your
Captain
favorite
Morgan.
drink? What's your favorite drink?
Ooh. Captain Rum and Cokes are probably... At least cans. I'll go for those.
Okay.
But I'm a brown liquid man myself, so...
What about Peyton? Since you're the
Well,
you're the
It's
alcoholic,
common.
you're the
I was gonna say it's
alcoholic.
common knowledge that I
Resident.
enjoy many different kinds of alcohol. My favorite would have to be tequila. I love a tequila slammer, so a bit of lemon, bit of salt, shot it down. Thanks to my mother, I can drink it almost like it's water. That sounds really, really bad when I say it, but she loved tequila. So when I turned 18, she was the one that was like, "You're trying it, and you're trying good tequila, not the shitty one that you can get at like a pub or a bar. like actual good quality one. And so, yeah, I have to say that would be my favorite. And it's great because you wake up the next day and you don't actually have a hangover because you've had no sugar. Tequila doesn't give you a actual hangover. You can forget anything that happened the night before, but you won't actually get a hangover for it. But yeah, I like many types of alcohol. I also like whiskey. That would probably be my second. Those two would be equals. But yeah, alcoholic, that's me.
And what about you, Iru, the man
Yeah.
of the law? What do you drink?
Yeah.
Depends what phase, what like.
What's
You know
the
what I mean?
occasion? Do I want to get hammered or do I want to get tipsy?
Okay, if I wanted to chill out, I'd probably get myself with probably like I'll call it Rona.
Mm.
Yep.
If I wanted to probably okay, I'll start off with the Rona and then I'll work my way into the mixes. I'll probably end up getting a Long Island iced tea.
The ruses.
No, the Long Island iced tea straight up cocktail. I can either casually go into it that way or play catch up, and just smash those down with amongst many other things. I don't know if you guys had a drink called soju at all. I think you know about this, Norman.
Yeah.
You know what soju is? Yeah. I'd probably have soju with beer. I used to have when I back in the days of clubbing, used to smash down the Jaeger bombs or the Skittle bombs. So basically, Jaeger bombs is Jägermeister with Red Bull. That reminds me of like sticky floor nightclubs and regret.
Regret.
Yes.
What was it? The first time I had any drink with Red Bull was somewhere in Sydney City, and that was just a mistake waiting to happen.
Yeah. Basically, we were like, how can, we're already a very heavy alcoholic culture, but how can we make it worse? Let's add energy drinks into things. We thought that would be a really good idea.
Yeah, it's
Legit.
we're pretty good at it's what you call stockpiling, is when you start smashing down things with other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, when did everyone start drinking? I want to have a comparison of like us to Mapthor. So Mapthor, you have to answer too.
For the record, I am still 17. Just throwing it out there.
Are you telling us that it isn't a valid question?
Yeah.
No, I'm still gonna answer. My first drink, it was with my parents because that's legal. You can drink with your parents when you're at home, and it was probably like a sip of wine or something. It tasted like crap, as most people would think at this age. I will say the one I have had at this house, there was like this dessert whiskey. I think that's what it was. I don't know what it was called. Those things are good. I don't like alcohol at all. It's disgusting, but that not bad. But I'd drink it.
But how old were you, Mapthor?
Oh, I was probably like 15.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, I play by the rules. Unlike
anyone else?
You guys.
What do you mean by like started drinking? Are we talking about like not the sneaky little wine with your parents?
Nah, like going to parties with your friends and like maybe getting someone else's parents to buy the alcohol for you, or you go and like you steal some from your parents' captain or something like that. Like actual drinking.
Probably 15.
Nelman?
It's 15.
I was a stick in the mud. Mine was probably 16. Like it was at another Scotland Island party.
Jesus Christ!
What happened to the island?
I think it was their 17th, so I would have been 16.
Oh, yeah. I would have been 15 too. Back when goon bags were a big hit, and you put them on a clothesline and you swing the clothesline, and whoever it lands on has to drink it.
That does not sound fun.
Just some classy parties.
The goon bags.
So, on the topic of alcohol still, the reunion event is tomorrow. And Iru, I'm curious, what will your drink of choice be? Because I assume you will be drinking.
Yeah. So I have a few options because this all starts at 7 a.m. for me. So
Oh boy.
quite early. What have I got lined up? So I have 3 bottles of white wine, which I've still collected since my. It's just still, I don't know. There's like so much alcohol in the back, but I plan to get through a leftover of Moscato. I know that's probably what's so homo sounding to certain people, but good old the
Cheeky
I don't know. I have
Moscato.
chicken Moscato, soju. I've got a bottle of, I think it's Chivas, something that cost me like $250 one day, and I felt like
Good
I might
lord.
just buy that because why not? I'm gonna sneak that in there.
No one I know as the poor uni student can't say the same for just buying a $250 bottle of something. Can't really be like, yep, that's justified.
Will you guys be attending this reunion? Peyton and Nauman?
I'll be there, but I'll be sober, which is a shock to everyone, I know.
That is surprising.
But yeah, I've got to work in the afternoon, so I'm still a pee plater, so I can't have alcohol in my system.
I see. Nauman, you?
I didn't entirely plan. I mean, through like the last month and a half of it being sort of posted, I'm like, oh, I don't think I'll make it, but we shall see. I'm doing nothing tomorrow, so
There's always time to get alcohol.
oh, I've got.
There's always time to wake up in the work.
We have been in and out of lockdown for so long that
Oh yeah.
we've still all got a stockpile by now. Like it's something that we have to have.
Oh, fair enough.
I think Mr. Dan Murphy's is calling you, Norman. I think you need to make your way to him at some point.
This is a good old Dan.
I think the highlight of it is we had lockdowns where only like such harsh lockdowns where only essential things were open, like supermarkets, pharmacies, that sort of thing. And one of those things that were deemed essential was the alcohol stores.
Yeah.
So, priorities that we've got here, very straight. Very straight.
Our culture is down to a fine art. You got to say it.
Exactly. It is. Yep.
I just find it funny how the alcohol in store costs much less than the damn sanitizer stuff that was going up in circles.
That's kind of depressing. You hate to see
2
it.
squirts for a chaser.
Literally, I remember going into Bunnings and I used the sanitizer for the first time, and I was like, "This reminds me of tequila." And the entire time, I was just thinking about being at a club drinking tequila.
Yeah. I know in some places here they use Everclear as hand sanitizer.
Oh.
It smells so bad. Because there's one time. Oh wow! There's one time I got hand sanitizer and turned to be Everclear right before I was about to eat lunch, and I got it not knowing, and I smelled my hands because I thought it'd be normal.
Good
It ruined the whole lunch for me. My nostrils were
Oh.
inflared the whole time.
Well, we actually had an issue with a producer who makes gin. Started making hand sanitizer as well because obviously they were losing a lot of business with the gin. Not many people were going out to bars and stuff. And then they accidentally filled bottles of gin with hand sanitizer and sold it at alcohol stores.
Oh no!
So that was
Chug,
the thing.
chug, chug.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Definitely
people
not
want
going to remember that night.
drunk, yeah.
Yeah.
If you drink
Exactly.
hand sanitizer, it kills the COVID inside you.
Exactly. Your wise ex-president, said that, and that's
No,
beautiful.
that was bleach. That was bleach, not
Oh, that was bleach. Sorry, I got it wrong.
not hand sanitizer. He's not that smart. All right. Well, we are nearing the end of our podcast run, so I wanna lead off with one final question for you guys. Since this is the Australian edition, what's the best part about living in Australia? We'll start with Iro.
Best part of living in Australia, I'd say the beaches. I love the beaches here. I grew up on the coast. I surfed when I was young. I always just I loved going back. I always drawn to the water, so I think I've been to a few places in the world, but I don't know, something about the homeliness of Australian beaches that really brought me back to it. So that's my one of my answers to that.
Fair enough. They sound. I've seen pictures of them, and they look really nice. Hope to go there one day. All right. What about you, Peyton?
I'm the exact same. The beaches are literally everything. So I don't live near a beach, but every single year from when I was a kid, we used to go over for the school holidays. So like the 2 months that we would have school holidays, just to a beach in the next state over, and just stay there for the entire time. Literally right on the beach. I would surf, I would swim. That became like my favorite part of every year. And I just love the water so much, and it's just there's nothing compared to it. And like every state you go to has a different kind of beach. Like Western Australia have those really white beaches, and then like South Australia have really calm beaches and all of that. Like it's just there's so much beauty in our beaches that I don't think you can really get many other places.
Yeah. Nelman? I
I'm
swear to
gonna
God, if
keep
you say
it
the beaches.
diverse and say the beach. No.
God, no.
It's the islands.
I would say the national parks or just the bush in
Ooh.
general. I've been a scout for a third of my life, and just going on hikes and all that is just probably one of the best moments of my life. And just the overall mateship of this entire country.
Oh wow, beautiful.
Yeah.
I was also
I
going
knew
to say
someone would say
the ability to shut everyone off whenever we need to. Case in point, this panorama. Sorry, we can't say pandemic. We don't want to.
Well, you just said it.
Well, you can just mute me out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we can just we're doing our own thing. Obviously, with things like trade and all that sort of stuff, you've got other countries, but we're our own sort of place, and we can do our own thing. And we've got something that you won't really find many other places. We're a country and a continent. Like it's just we're an island as well. Like we've got everything.
Are we though? Have we figured that out yet?
We are. Anyone who says different is a freaking liar.
Hey, we're getting a Five Guys literally soon in a
Yeah.
place called Penrith. So I think we're kind
Five
of
Guys
keeping
is
up with it.
excellent. Yeah, since you guys don't have Chick-fil-A over there, you have to have Five Guys instead. Yeah. I was really depressed to hear when you didn't have a Chick-fil-A Euro.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I think
it's,
even if
Does it matter? It does matter because they have
even if we
excellent food.
had Chick-fil-A, it would taste very different to yours. Just like our McDonald's tastes very different to yours.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, but
It
it's
tastes
still
much realer.
Chick-fil-A. Oh,
do you have a
no,
Bunnings?
you would have a
Bunnings
what?
sausage sizzle.
A Bunnings?
Oh, a Bunnings sausage sizzle. Oh my god.
Yeah, today we do.
Oh, oh.
The national dish.
Do you know how sad everyone was when they announced that they couldn't have the sausage sizzles because it was like unsafe? And then when they brought them back,
Yeah,
it was just
happy
a
people
beautiful
were.
time. Oh, there were lines. There were lines in the car parks for the sausage sizzles.
A sausage sizzle. I'll
Yep.
look a picture of this.
And the biggest
There's
debate, does the
probably a
onion go on
Google
top or underneath?
A sausage sizzle.
Yep.
Grilled barbecue. Oh god.
I gotta
Images.
say on top. Love me some
On top, yeah.
onion.
That's just a hot
Yeah.
dog.
It's not. It's a sausage.
Though it's a
They're
bratwurst.
very,
Son.
very different. No, it's not. They're very, very different.
What's the difference?
The meat that's in it.
Lies. They look the exact same.
The bread.
The bread.
And
Oh yeah,
the
the
tips.
$1 loaf from Coles.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
you do put them on bread slices. That's different.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're not
Well, we
hot
have
dogs.
Yeah.
We have hot dogs and we have sausages. They're different things. So does Europe. Europe has hot dogs and sausages.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
though
it's
there
really
is
interesting.
this an official Bunnings post, and I feel it is a little bit sacrilegious.
Yeah, because it was all about safety.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, it's in the bun.
Hot dog bun, onions on the bottom.
I might have to try this at one point. I could probably make it.
We'll pay for everyone at MCME to come over and just try.
Yeah.
I am so down. One of these days.
Uh,
Oh,
right.
that's right. I just do you want me to plug the MC reunion, or is this even going to go out in time?
I mean, buddy, the reunion's tomorrow. Do you think I'm gonna get this posted by tomorrow?
hey, we're
Okay.
just so good. You don't even need to do any editing. Just post what we've done.
I mean,
No
that's
editing
usually,
needed.
that's usually what I do with every podcast. Unless I'm told to take something out by Smaug, which has happened once.
Oh, drama.
State secrets, apparently. Even though I already knew them. Anyway, yeah, you can plug the reunion if you want.
Just in case we all haven't died yet and this goes out in time, I'd like to announce that we have an MC reunion tomorrow at 8 p.m. GMT, 3 p.m. EST. It will be 7 a.m. for all the last Aussies here. Come along. We have some pretty good events and activities, especially on the second day. So bring your alcohol, bring your friends, but most importantly, I don't know.
Bring yourself.
Bring yourself.
Yeah, it's kind of important part.
Yeah, maybe needed. Today is March 5th, by the way. So you don't expect an event the next day this video goes up. We will not be there.
If you didn't make it, you're a square.
Yeah, we're planning to have a video recording of it, so hopefully you will see that. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys for coming on. It's been fun.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Next month, I don't know what we're gonna do. There was an idea.
Just bring us back. Just bring us back. We're now the official. We are the official MCME podcast.
I'm not even intoxicated, and I feel like really dry. I feel like you need to bring us back.
No, this was
yeah. You know what you should do? You should do this version. This is the sober version, and then we come back and we do a drunk version.
We
See the
just had a
difference.
drunk MCME podcast. We don't need another one.
Sobercast.
Yeah.
Next is the wetcast.
The dry cast and the wet cast.
There has been an idea that you told me for the next edition is we get video team members on. We do director's cuts of videos and talk about how we edited them. Which, I don't know. If you're listening, tell me what you think, because I don't know if you guys would like that.
Yeah,
we'll find out though.
Sound off in the comments.
Like and subscribe and let us know what you think.
Share with your friends in the community though. Don't share this outside the community. This would be weird.
This is our secret. No one else's.
Calm down. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. And I'll see you next month. Adios. Bye.
Bye.
I have to type in chat to leave the podcast. All right.